Well, listen, I've had a lot of comments. One of the comments was the order in which I do things, the way I skim and stuff like that. So I wanted to explain that for you real quick. If you noticed, I dusted everything down. I boxed all of the box. Then I put in my angles. I get all my angles in. And next, I will run the corner bead. And when I'm spotting the screws and crossing off the seams and crossing off all the butt joints and touching up all the angles, when I'm spotting the screws and crossing off all the butt joints, that's when I will touch up my angles and I'll skim the edge on the angles that's here, right here. Now, in a lot of the comments that I get too, the Mudrunner is where I've gotten the most negative comments on my entire videos. I've got more thumbs down when I talk about the Mudrunner than I have on any of my other videos. So I wanted to try to explain this a little bit closer because I love this tool. Somebody said in Canada they have a whole bunch of these in the storage houses because they just aren't working right and they can't figure out why. Well, there's a really good chance you have to oil them. Now, listen. You've got this little screw here that stops this from going too far in either direction. Well, you have to shoot some oil in here. Okay, this isn't working a little bit. But you got to get this oiled up a little bit and work that in right there. You see this hole? You have a hole here and you have a hole here. Now, what I was told right from the very beginning is you have to oil those holes up. Now, I don't like to oil the holes up, but what I like to do is I like to pull this back. And you see how this gets pulled back like that? So I like to pull this back, and I like to oil it right here and let it get down inside there. And that just makes this. Now, I just felt it hit my hand way down here. So now I know this is oiled up really well. I also like to oil up the inside of this too. So I like to just take this is just spray silicone. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just a spray silicone. And I like to oil inside this too. And then that makes this thing slide really easy. It really does. It makes this thing go up and down really easy. And if you wanted to, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could pull this back like this. And you can oil this too, if you want it, to make that work really well. But listen, you're not going to grab a bazooka and take off running with it without oiling it up. It's just not going to work very well. This costs almost as much as a bazooka. You have to keep it oiled. You got to keep it in good shape so it's oiled. And when you do that, this thing just glides. The other thing you have to have with this thing too is you have to have thin mud. Your mud can't be this now. This is thin mud. This mud here is pretty thin. I ran my 12 box with mud like this. That's too thick for the Mudrunner. It really is. I like to use mud that's probably kind of consistent with taping mud that you're running through a bazooka. I kind of have to do that. And also when you're running a Mudrunner and you're doing this, so you don't get great big globs in the angle, what I do is when I put it up, I start out okay, like this, then I stop right here. Now look at it. I completely took my hand off way back here, and the mud just carried right on through. If I kept that thing turned until I got to the corner, I'm going to have a gigantic glob of mud there. So I just give it a little twist, and then I let loose. I let loose. And so here, I twist it, take it off, run it to the end. And that's what I do. So you want to let go of that before you get right into the corner, and it'll carry right in. Once you get the hang of it, you have perfectly cut corners every time. It makes it really simple. So again, I swear by this thing. And if you've got warehouses of these things in Canada, send me one. I could use an extra one. I actually have a brand new one at home, never been used, because they couldn't sell it. Nobody was using it. They just couldn't get it to work right for them, so they just gave it to me. And this one I had for quite a while. If you look, I don't know if you can see that, I got a big dent in this. One of my helpers threw something on top of here and dented it. It still works really well. This is the very first, when Tape Tech first came out with Mudrunners, I was waiting for them to come out with one. I had tried Ames already, and then I knew Tape Tech, Ames and Tape Tech, they own each other, or Ames owns Tape Tech. So I knew Tape Tech was going to come out with one, and the minute they did, I bought one. So I mean, I've had this one for as long as Tape Tech has made these. That's how long I've had this one, and it still works perfectly. I have no problems with it. You guys have a great day. Hey, if you really like this video, subscribe, and if you really, really like this video, share it with somebody else. You have a great day.